Salute to everybody. This is your boy King Jr. Got some more boxing news for y'all. So, Bill Haney was recently, I believe he was on an interview and explaining on Akai TV, I think that's this guy's name, and I think it was another boxing source as well that reported on this as well. And they're basically basically Bill Haney is trying to get a deal done to make the fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis. But I'm just going to put this out there before I get anything too further. Tank Davis is the A side. Okay, Devin understands that. So let's clear that out the air. So I've been hearing a source and a few reports saying that a lot of people saying that Devin, you better not run from Gervonta Tank Davis and stuff like that. Well, from what I've been hearing around the YouTube boxing world is that Devin Haney contacted Floyd Mayweather personally to make the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and himself. And I gotta give Devin his credit, even though I feel like Devin should reach out to Al or find a way to reach out to Al, but at least he tried to reach out to the closest thing that Al respects more, which was Floyd Mayweather. And to be honest, to tell you the truth, Floyd Mayweather is not going to be able to basically reach out. Well, he can, but he's not going to be able to get the fight done between Devin and Tank. It's just the relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather is skeptical at this point. So, father, trainer, and manager Bill Haney is looking to talk to Leonard Ellaby. They're talking right now. And Bill Haney is probably looking to talk to Steven Espinosa, Showtime manager, Showtime that basically runs the whole shebang for the moment. He's looking to talk to those guys. Now, it makes more sense for Bill Haney to do that because those guys can get the fight done because Leonard Ellaby is the promoter, and he maybe manager. I think I don't know what Leonard Ellaby does, but he's mostly the promoter. So maybe by having Leonard Ellaby and Steven Espinosa working and talking with them, you're likely to get the fight done even faster. So we're going to clear that out the air as well. Shout out to Devin Haney for calling Floyd, but Floyd's not going to be able to get the fight done. All Floyd can really tell you, I can tell you how to give you some pointers on how to beat Gervonta Tank Davis and give you the best advice I can. But, Devin Haney's just going to have to learn from his father or get some pointers from Floyd. Respect to Bill Haney for trying to get things done and see what he can do to make this fight happen. So we're going to move past that. So a lot of people feel like that Devin Haney is basically, he needs to rematch Loma. He needs to fight Gervonta Tank Davis because Davis says his team wants to smoke and we want to smoke with Devin Haney. So don't be quiet now. We're calling you out. And Shakur Stevenson, a lot of people saying that he wants to fight Devin Haney as well. So I'm going to give you my take on that. Devin Haney needs to basically fight the best for his career, for his legacy. And in my opinion, I think he should go after Gervonta Tank Davis. But here's the problem with that. I know that they can get a deal done during the business. I know it's going to be a lot of things in term contracts they're going to have to agree to upon. But I know that fight can get done right away. And you probably thinking, well, since Devin Haney and Shakur fights on the same platform, no, they do not. Devin Haney's a free agent. Shakur fights on Top Rank. But Devin Haney can do a fight-by-fight basis with Top Rank to get the fight done. But Shakur just doesn't bring any star status at the moment at the time because like the clown Royal Romero says, he's just a boring fighter. And I got to say this as well. Devin Haney is just not the pizzazz fighter as well. But at least he's trying to fight the best of the best to prove that he's got some pizzazz by fighting the top tier guys at his division. But Devin Haney was having a dispatch with Regis Rougarou Prograis. So it would be smart for Devin Haney to fight Regis Prograis and move up in weight to fight Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Tank Davis at 135. Because in my opinion, Devin Haney, he looks completely drained. He's shot. He should be straight up not even think about making 135 anymore. He's going to kill himself, and it's not going to be a good fight for him if he tries to get himself done and train himself completely to fight Gervonta Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson, because you're looking at two of the top tier guys at the lightweight division that got some pop on their punches. And if your body is dehydrating, you're losing the strength in your muscles, basically, and you're going to feel weak. You're going to feel fatigued during the early parts of the fight. You might build some momentum, some adrenaline, and all that other stuff to get your blood flowing through the muscles, but you're going to feel very fatigued and tired, and you're not going to be able to think focus on what you need to do in the ring. That's how I feel about the situation. Now, he can fight those guys, but it's going to have to be at a catch weight. You know, it's going to have to be like at 136, 137. And I'm surely Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have any problem fighting at a catch weight, long as it's not too too comfortable out of his range or Devin Haney's range. I'm surely those guys have no problem fighting at a catch weight. But Gervonta Tank Davis says that he's not going to 140 because he doesn't feel comfortable. So, in my opinion, it would be smarter for Devin Haney to fight Regis Prograis. Ain't nobody jumping from 135 after being what they call so arguably the best pound-for-pound guy on the list, Lomachenko, to jump up to fight one of the most dangerous killers that just fought Josh Taylor a couple years back for undisputed. That's arguably that fight could have went either way it goes, but Josh Taylor was just thugging it out and got the win for undisputed over Regis Prograis. So Regis Prograis is not no light work for anybody. But you're probably thinking, well, why would I go ahead and pass up on Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson for Regis Prograis? It makes no sense. Well, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your body, okay? Doesn't matter how bad you want to fight. I know everybody wants to see Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney, okay? We want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. I think Devin should go after Tank now because I want to see who's their best at their primes. But due to stimulations and what's the contract terms and due to weight fluctuations and all this other stuff, this fight is not going to happen no time soon. I don't think it's going to happen no time soon. I would be surprised if it happens this year with Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford towards the end of the year. I would be shocked if that fight happens. Okay? But I see this fight mainly happening just like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. I hope it doesn't prolong to that. I'm hoping it doesn't take 5 years to make the fight between Tank and Devin. I really don't hope that. But it seems like they're going to run that route in the way as it goes. So later down the line, we're going to find out who's ducking who. We know that Gervonta Tank Davis has some legal issues. I did not want to cover it because I don't want to cover that. That's outside the sport of boxing. Didn't want to cover that. So he's going to be basically in jail for 60 days. He'll be back ready to go. So we'll see what Gervonta Tank Davis and his team do in the contracts, and we'll see what Devin Haney and his team will do in the contracts as well to see if they can get a deal done by the end of this year. But in my opinion, if Devin Haney wants to feel comfortable, if he wants to feel his absolutely best, he doesn't need to make himself stressed to go to 135. He needs to be like, okay, if Tank's really pressing me for this fight, or Shakur's really pressing me for this fight, well then, we need to come up with a catch weight where I can feel comfortable to fight these guys. Okay, we can do 137, we can do 136 or 137, or maybe 138. I'll fight Gervonta Tank Davis, but he's got to give me a catch weight. I'll give him everything he wants. As long as he gives me that catch weight, I'm good. But people's going to make up the excuse where, oh, well, Gervonta Tank Davis, he wasn't at his best because Devin Haney blew him up to about 4 pounds over his weight limit. Big deal, it's 4 pounds. But if somebody comes out and say basically, well, we gave Tank this, we gave him basically everything. All we wanted was to take the weight with no rehydration clause. So I don't know how that BS works sometimes. I'm just emphasizing that. But if Devin Haney doesn't get the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson by this year, he should basically go ahead and fight Regis Prograis because that is a statement fight for me. Fight jumping right off the gate to fight the toughest competition at 140 pounds who has a WBC belt. So you're beating a guy that already had a chance to get undisputed. Now he has a belt back. Now he has a really good chance to get undisputed because you got a couple of guys up there that's looking to have belts that shouldn't have them. So shout out to Devin Haney for jumping into smoke for Regis Prograis. But like I said before, if Devin Haney goes to 140, you better believe that he's not looking to go back down to 135. Because if he goes back down to 135, let's say he makes the fight with Regis Prograis, right? He beats Regis Prograis for the WBC belt. He goes back down to 135 to fight Tank or Shakur. He's going to get beat by both of them because you're putting too much weight draining and you're putting too much weight fluctuation on your body at that point because, you know, you're stretching your body to make weight. You can blow up to 147 pounds during the off season, but when you get ready to do a fight and go out 8 to 12 weeks of training, you got to stretch to make that weight, and you're going to lose certain abilities. Like even Gervonta Tank Davis himself, I'm going to bring it up again. He didn't feel comfortable at a weight class. Gervonta Tank Davis is a smaller guy. Devin Haney is a bigger guy. He's going to feel more comfortable fighting at a top weight. So, with that being said, we'll see what happens. Devin Haney calls Floyd Mayweather to try to get a fight done, but that's not going to help. But, you know, at least Devin Haney tried to reach out somebody that's closest to Al Haymon to get the fight done, but Floyd can't get it done. According to reports and sources, that Bill Haney's looking to talk to Leonard Ellaby and Steven Espinoza to see what can we do to get this fight done. So with that being said, guys, it is what it is. At the end of the day, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way in and on your way out. This is your boy King Jr. We will be back with some more boxing news. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.